Okay, while you're figuring everything out, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Live on Two Wheels, your weekly motorcycle live show that is also a podcast here on the Chase on Two Wheels channel. And after the fact, it goes live on the Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel. We are currently, you guys are killing it. We are at currently 919 subs over there. When we get to 1,000, we're going to do some huge giveaway. So if you guys aren't following us or subscribed over on the Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel, we'll have a link in the description. Go check that out. So, guys, today's episode is going to be pretty cool. The topic of the day is a 250cc slash 300cc motorcycle too small to operate in the United States. We are talking specifically in the U.S., the 48 states. We're not talking Hawaii. We're not talking Alaska. And we're not talking anywhere else in the world. We are being very selective in what we're talking about. We're going to get into that today once we get all this stuff figured out. Other stuff. If you guys want to follow us or join us on Discord, at the end of the show, we're going to do the last 5-10-ish minutes. We spend talking about memes, showing memes. It's hilarious. So, to participate in that, if you go to the description, there's a Discord link. Go to our Discord. There's going to be a Live on Two Wheels section. Go over there, post funny memes. If we pick your meme, we'll give you $50 Revzilla gift card. It'll be hilarious. Make us laugh. Show us some smaller, lower CC stuff.
Smart guys, but we gotta get more of you in here.
We need as many people in Discord as possible.
Yep.
For no reason other than we want more people in there. So what else? A little bit of a housekeeping. Do the housekeeping.
I think you're sleeping.
So let's get into some housekeeping real quick. As you guys know, housekeeping is basically us just letting you guys know how the week has been going. It's been a shit show. We have been a man down this week. Luke's been out of town this week, which so everybody's picking up for him. And we've had some interesting times. Did a first ride today on a Harley Davidson. I will not talk about what it is or what I thought about it. I will leave that for the first try video, but that was interesting. Beau operated the gimbal, so everybody give Beau a clap in the chat. He may or may not have done a good job. Haven't seen the content yet.
We don't know yet.
It's up for debate. We did put out the video on us getting the Tracer 9 today, though, so that was cool. And we finished up all of our content of the MTO 9 SP yesterday.
Nightbot.
We have Nightbot?
Yeah.
Can you explain to the people what Nightbot is? Because we're going to keep saying Nightbot, and they're going to be like, who's this Knight, and why does he come of town?
All right, everybody slow down, because Nightbot is being really, really obtuse and intrusive. Hold on one second. Let me disable it.
Why is Nightbot muted like 15 people? Wow, he came in swinging his sword hard.
I've turned...
Nightbot is like, gone are you, demon?
It should be better now.
Wow.
It saw everybody and was like, oh, fuck you.
Nightbot just attacked every one of you guys with a giant sword.
It should be better. It should be better now. Man, it came in like the fucking Gestapo. Like, Jesus.
You guys will not. You will not comment here.
Yeah, we should have now. Goodness. So we're using the Nightbot for the giveaways.
Yes. So guys, we supposedly Nightbot is going to make it easy for us because you guys, if you didn't watch last week, I had a talk with Cardo, the Bluetooth communicator company. They are a channel sponsor, so we get all of our Cardos and stuff from them. Had a conversation with them, and they're like, bro, we would love to sponsor Live on Two Wheels and give out Cardos. So today, at some point in the show, we're not really sure when the segment is going to be, but we will be giving away a Cardo Spirit. Is that there? Is that?
I believe that's it.
I think it is.
Landed on. Yeah.
So you guys pay attention whenever we are doing that. Supposedly we'll make you guys say something in the chat, and that'll enter you, and then the Nightbot thing will just select you. So
it's a lot easier than having to scroll through and all that jazz.
Right. Also, if you guys are listening or watching us over on the Live on Two Wheels channel, the Cardo stuff is only for people watching us live. Yep. So you got to watch us live 4:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single week. Now that we've controlled Nightbot, we should be good to go. Yeah. So What else? Oh, if you guys are listening to us, speaking of that, over on Apple Podcasts, you can actually review us. And I think actually Spotify is going to open up reviews soon. So if you guys leave us a review, we'd really appreciate it. One of the a 5-star and above, obviously, if you want to. But I tried for more than 5.
Give you a 7 out of 5.
I give you a 7 out of 5. It didn't let me, but I wanted to. So, guys, I'm going to highlight one of the Apple Podcast reviews we got from a D Snell 1. I wonder if he has anything to do with the helmet safety rating. Maybe he's the guy.
Yeah.
He got a number 1. Anyway, D Snell 1 says 5 stars, of course. I'm new to street motorcycles, and your channel both on YouTube and Apple Podcasts while I'm working. See, he's on Apple Podcasts.
Nice.
Have been a game changer for my research towards my first ever bike. I assume that means on the road. I feel more confident and even stop and talk with bike owners now since I know more about them thanks to your show. Your episodes with your wife gave him some great.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
Gave him some great.
He gave him some great. So
you're welcome for the great.
You're welcome for the great. All right, guys. You know what? I just realized the conversation we had the other day with insert company. Should have asked them about the big thing on the 1,000 sub thing. Does that all make sense to you?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect opportunity wasted.
Yeah.
So over on the Live on Two Wheels channel, the YouTube channel, guys, we're going to give away something big at 1,000 subs. And you have to be one of the first 1,000 subs over there. We're going to pick one of you guys. We're going to give you guys something awesome.
Yeah.
I have an idea for what I want to give out, but I can't say it because I hadn't confirmed it yet. Yeah. Every time I do that, I mess myself up. So I've learned. I have learned. Alrighty. Before we get into our next segment, I want to give a shout out to one of our Discord members, Mr. Vidal.
What do we got? Ooh.
What is that?
That's a Duke.
It's a Duke a 125 Duke.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's poignant too. It's a 125. We're talking about low CCs today.
I just love the way Dukes look, man.
Dukes have a good look. So shout out to Vidal over on our Moto Photo section of Discord.
Vidal or Vidal?
I like it saying like it's Vidal. Dos Vidal.
No.
2 Vidals.
2 Vidals.
But yeah, guys, we have a whole section of Discord, a whole page where you can go there and like post photos of your bike. People in our Discord have some dope motorcycles. Yeah, sidebar,
bro.
Yeah, some of the guys
like
that
guy with the Chameleon R6.
Yes.
It's so good. Are the card giveaways worldwide or U.S. only?
Worldwide.
Worldwide, baby.
Hashtag everybody. Everybody in the club getting Cardos.
Mr. Worldwide.
Oh wait, no, yeah, Cardo is sponsoring the blue background. That's why we have a blue background.
705.
So that's all the stuff. We have a first rate. Oh, you guys, woo! Y'all watch the channel tomorrow morning. We have a first ride. I can't. I'm not even gonna mess it up for you guys.
It's an interesting one.
You have to watch the video. It's look for the banana. That's all I'm saying.
It's not the Beningly.
It's not the Beningly.
It's definitely more banana than that.
It's way more banana. There's a lot of banana going on in tomorrow's episode.
Literally shaped like a banana.
Okay, so Beau, you ready for this? You ready for this? Ghost tip of the week.
Oh, okay. Let me bring it up on this time.
So excited. Ghost tip of the week is: don't get an alarm clock that swears at you. No one wants a rude awakening. Ghost and me on dad jokes are so good. I love them so much.
The two of you are on the same wavelength when it comes to those jokes.
Is it bad? Like, I hope that when Heather and I finally have a kid, I hope my dad joke level just goes like Super Saiyan.
Oh my God.
I can't wait.
That poor child.
Oh, it's going to be so good. Okay, guys, time for our quick shift. Do we have an intro for a quick shifter yet?
Not yet, but
we need to figure out what that needs to be. We need like a quick shifter. Oh wait, no, do the thing. Hold on. Time for the quick shifter segment. All right, so that was a little lackluster. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why I sighed.
Here's what we needed to do. You needed to know I was gonna say the quick shifter segment, and you went ahead and pushed the button, and then I say the quick shifter segment, and that times it. It times it to the
back it off just a little bit.
Okay.
Back it off.
If you guys don't know, quick shifter segment. We're talking about news quickly, but quickly, quotation marks, because you guys know how I do things
that
quickly.
word exists in your lexicon.
Or slow shifter, depending on how much.
Yes.
Depending on how much I talk about it, might be slow shifter. But these are just highlighted points of news. If you guys are super interested in them, drop them in the chat. Let us know you're really interested. We'll make a whole show out of them. Okay, so videos came out this week. We've already talked about those. MT09 versus or Tracer 9 GT. That's the video that came out today. We were all sad for the MT09 to go away, but that Tracer, y'all. Trey's going to be taking it home tonight. I'm sure he's excited. All right. WBRG update. Oh, yes. We can't do this on the show, but you guys know our CBR 1000RR Street Fighter is behind me. If you're listening, it's sitting behind me. The episode is going up on Patreon. Did it come out on Tuesday or is it next Tuesday?
I don't know anymore. I get so lost in the sauce because I'm always like 2 weeks ahead of time.
I'm pretty sure it's next week. Next week's episode, and it goes up a week ahead of time on Patreon, so they get the videos a week ahead of time.
Yeah.
The 1000, it cranks up.
Yeah, Beau.
It actually cranks up, and the people that are supporting us over on Patreon will get to see it and hear it.
Well, we have said
next
this
Tuesday.
We talked about this the other day, where it's like, if you haven't been paying attention to Wreck Bike Rebuild lately, which I totally get because it's going on forever.
Yes.
Because all the shipping delays and stuff like that. If you haven't been paying attention, you will have blinked, and all of a sudden there are going to be some drastic changes to these bikes.
So just to give you guys an understanding, one of the reasons that it's taken us so long with the Wreck Bike Rebuild stuff, we've told you guys along this path, is shipping delays.
Yeah.
What we have shown in the last month is what happens when we have all of our parts for these motorcycles.
Yeah.
It flies by. We're filming 2 episodes a week. It's crazy. There is
the
never
300 is getting some love.
300's getting some love. If you guys have been considering Wreck Bike Rebuild, do it right now, because next Tuesday, the episode that's dropping, you get to hear the thing crank up. I will say the episode, it was a little stressful to film it, but I mean, it's a good payoff at the end of it. So you guys go over there, get some week ahead content, and it's also the best way to support this company is WBR Garage. Anyway, so next up on the quick shifter, Yamaha pulls factory race team from Dakar. FIM Rally Raid competition just after dropping they pull the factory race team? Okay, well, I'm putting a pin in that. I don't need to go.
Interesting.
I
have an idea, but
okay.
Yeah,
we might have to talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to submit that we talk about that next week. You guys let us know in the chat if I can.
You heard that, Ghost?
So next up, Yamaha's partnering with Toyota creates a hydrogen V8 engine, possibly paving the way for a 2-wheeled engine in the partnership with Kawasaki announced last fall. What is up with this Okay, that's not what we're doing. This is quick shifter. I gotta stay quick. 1,000 subscribers milestone, just a week or 2 away. We are going to do it. Woo!
Nice.
Autographed photo of Ghost. Yes, somebody. That was the surprise that I couldn't say earlier. Somebody's gonna get an autographed photo of Ghost.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that photo that you made of me for the ad.
No, it's gonna be a guy in a sheet
with a ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, that's it for quick shifter. We're done. We made it. We got through that kind of stuff. And also, this episode, as always, is brought to you by the Adventure Bros, coming circa 2020.
Let me show everybody because I love this image.
I love this image.
Look how concerned my face is.
Look how just don't give a shit. My face is like, hey. You're about to wreck that GS. Anyway, I
think there was a screen grab from somebody else's video where I was like,
yeah,
probably was
or an Instagram photo or something like that. All right, that's it. That's all. We got it all done. Now, lower CC motorcycles here in the U.S. We spent some time today on the highway, Beau.
Yep.
Where are you? Let's just get an idea of where we're both at. Let's get a baseline for what we feel about low CC, specifically 250cc and 300cc bikes, period. Do you like them? Do
Yes.
you not like them? Like, do you not like them? I already said.
already
So
answered your
generally,
question.
how do you feel about low CC bikes?
I enjoy them. They're fun.
What do you like about them?
That I never feel like I'm gonna outrun the performance of the bike.
What do you mean outrun?
So my skill level can increase. I could have never ridden a motorcycle before, get on a 250, learn how to do it. I will never. There's a moment on like an S1000 RR, for instance, right?
Okay.
When I rode my uncle's,
Top of the line BMW Super
right,
Sport.
when I rode my uncle's, I was alarmed at how easy that bike was to ride when you're babying it and you're playing in like the lower modes.
With all the electronics and whatnot.
Yep. And I started getting real comfortable with it. And then he's like, hey, put it in this mode. And then I was like, oh, this is I will never be good enough. Me personally. There are people out there that will be. But by and large, general public, the bike has more capabilities than most people will ever reach.
Right.
You're always going to be chasing the top of that. Whereas a 250, like you could exceed the capabilities, which means you get to ride that motorcycle better than anybody's going to ride that motorcycle because your skill level is going to be way above its capabilities. So
Right.
you can. We used to ride little 125 dirt bikes, wring the living shit out of them,
Yeah.
and you're just like, okay, cool, I'm going 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. But you still get that feeling of like just pushing the envelope.
There is, I mean, like it's a known saying in the motorcycle world. It's much more fun to ride a slow bike fast than a fast bike slow.
Absolutely.
And I get that. I have a lot of funs on smaller.
You have lots of fun.
Lots of funs.
Lots of funs.
Multiple
have had
funs.
All the funs.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we're generally in the same spot. As far as low CC bikes, I've said it in countless videos. I will continue to say it. I'm a huge advocate for these small bikes. The R3 is probably in my like top 5 favorite bikes made, period. I think
KTM Duke 390, I think it was 390. That was my favorite.
that was a extremely good motorcycle. We did a comparison video one time of the low CC bikes, and they're just good bikes. And for the specific reason that you talked about, I cannot explain to you guys. If you guys haven't started riding yet, or you're looking into the bike you want to start on, it cannot be said enough that it's so much more fun to ride a slow bike fast than a fast bike slow. It is hard to verbalize the feeling of that. You can have two people that have been riding for a long time, and still they can get on a 300cc bike and have a phenomenal time.
Man,
so
just wring the shit out of it, dude.
One of the reasons I wanted to have that baseline is because I do feel like 250 and 300cc bikes, 300's not as much, but 250 for sure, they are a little underpowered for the entirety of the United States road system. The reason I say that, and I wanted to create that baseline and let you guys know I love these style of motorcycles. The reason I'm saying that is because there's a matter of safety that I feel like goes with a motorcycle. And
I knew you were going to say this.
well, because like there's been a lot of times in my riding career that I've been on, I don't think a 300 I would really categorize as not safe enough, but I've been on a 250 and not been able to like get through or get out of or get to situations ahead of time.
What you just said is an important distinction that I think that we should address. And this is the first thing that came into my head because I knew you were going to say
The safety thing for
the
power.
safety thing for power. And that is because by and large, you're an offensive rider.
I will agree with that,
Right.
100%.
I am more of a defensive rider. So we look at the same problem in a different way.
Uh-huh.
You look about how I'm going to get away and through, and how am I going to pull back and remove myself?
So that's a really good distinction between like how somebody can, because like you can have people out there that so generally an offensive rider, if I see a circumstance in front of me that I want to get away from, my objective is going to increase speed, and I'm going to put myself in the position to have to get around or get through the circumstance.
You're in like an attack formation.
Right, but a defensive rider, your first thought is going to be, how can I slow down? And
You can put equal amounts of attention into your situational awareness, no matter what your style of driving or riding is, whether it's offensive or defensive. But it lends itself more to the smaller, slower bikes to be on the defensive because you're never going to be able to outrun trouble. So then you're playing the game of thinking of like, okay, I just back off and let these goons do what they need to do.
So just to defend any of the offensive, oh my God, I'm an adult. Words. Just to not really defend the offensive guys. Oh my God, you guys know what I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here and try to correct myself. You guys know what I'm trying to say. So that is a good distinction because maybe a lower CC bike is not for somebody that is a more offensive rider. The thing I don't like about being a defensive rider, and the reason I'm not, is because when I become a defensive rider, I now have to trust the person behind me is paying attention to what I'm doing, and I don't like letting go of control of a situation to a fucking idiot behind me.
So that to me...
So what's your opinion on that?
That to me is the offensive rider part of it. Mm-hmm. You're playing that game where you're looking ahead, and then you don't want to trust what's back here, but a defensive rider will already be checking out both sides and going like, what can I do to get away from this? They might not put themselves in between a car in the first place.
Right.
So, like, it's a different mentality.
I'm more focused on what's ahead of me. You're hypothetically, the defensive rider is hypothetically more focused on what's behind them and situational awareness.
Yeah, situational awareness is different. It's like in our world, it's the mic pattern. Is it a cardioid?
Right.
Is it a directional mic? Is it an omnidirectional?
But
they have different uses. They both have their merit.
Right.
And this is a personal opinion, and the argument can be made one way or the other. I find that defensive riders and drivers in general tend to be, I'd say, more safe, and I use that term loosely.
You said defensive? You find defensive riders
just
safer?
Because it's this sheer proxy of being in a by somebody. If you're by somebody and they're looking out for what everybody else is doing, and you're doing the same thing, then everybody's playing that game where we're all kind of. Whereas like an offensive rider, whatever,
you can be both. Yeah. It's not like a motorcycle specific.
The mentality is like fuck all this, I'm going that way, and then you might not see something. There are arguments on both of them. Both are valid as long as your situational awareness is not narrow,
right? And
you're not just paying attention to what the fuck you're doing. And
I was gonna bring up the fact that one of the reasonings I don't like the defensive thing, like I said, was it puts too much power on the people behind me. But in the same regard, if I'm aggressively riding, right, taking things under my control, there's still going to be people ahead of me that make moves that I feel like as a rider, and you'll probably agree with this, you get this like thing of you're able to diagnose cars and how they're driving after probably like 5 seconds, maybe like 10 seconds. You can look at a car and be like, that car is going to get in, or they're going to try to get in the left lane in a second. You can kind of
situational awareness, but that can also apply to the defensive driver.
That's why I was saying, at first I was going to be like, ooh, let's argue, because I think the defensive driver is giving all the control to the cars behind you, but you never know. A car in front of you could do the same thing.
Yeah.
So like I said, there's arguments for both. I personally am a more defensive driver. I've had offensive driving.
I'm listening to your voice just go away.
I've been sucking down water. I'm on the ass end of all my crud. I've gotten my flavor and the cough is gone and all that shit. But like, I'm not saying that I've never been offensive driver. If you'll recall there, Chase.
Oh, I will recall.
On many occasions, you and I'm on a bolt with ape hangers and stuff, and we're trudging through Atlanta traffic or up in the mountains.
I want you to know I'm listening to you. I'm trying to bring up the chat on my phone so I can see the
crazies. But that's not to say I have never been an offensive driver and don't do it still. But I particularly like the style different. That's how I was taught to drive cars. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're talking generally. I got you. Okay. So I kind of have the chat on my phone now, so I can see you guys. I'm still trying to figure out the chat. I want to be able to have you guys so I can see you, but what you should
do?
What?
Open up a browser to. Can you not open up a browser too?
No, because it won't be full screen. I need to have like I need to have my iPad out to have this to chat up. But anyway, so I've kind of got chat here, so I can kind of see what you guys.
All right. So small bikes.
Okay, so
I'm gonna venture a guess just because I know you.
Oh, fun. Okay, let's play this game. The friend game.
Your problem with the bikes aren't the bikes; it's the infrastructure of American roads not lending themselves to smaller displacement, slower, less performing machines.
Well, so the path I kind of wanted to go was, it is kind of strange that I don't think this problem is anywhere but in the U.S. That being said, I haven't done a ton of world traveling, but from what I understand, lower CC bikes is only a quote-unquote issue in the U.S. because we have these massive highways. Now, I know in Germany they've got the whole like Autobahn and stuff, but like, is there another country that has as big a highway system as the U.S. does?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't think it's. I think. All right. I'm taking like the only other country that I know, Mexico and Canada, have large interstates, but they're literally interstates, not a main part of like infrastructure within cities. Because our interstate system directly ties into just like general traffic in major cities too.
Right.
Whereas like, okay, in Canada or even through like Alaska or in Mexico, the interstate is literally the only way to get from one area to the other, and it just passes by and you get off to go to the main.
So that really screws
So it's
America.
a different. I don't know if it's that way other places, but I know in Canada, Alaska, and Mexico, the interstates are literally a vein that goes through, and then you have your local highways that come off of it. Whereas, like in Atlanta specifically, we have 4 interstates that go through and meet up with our internal highway that surrounds the city, and all the offshoots come from there.
So,
and that's an integral part of everyday riding.
Well, the highway part is a really big deal because I feel like America is one of those few countries where like personal travel is a huge deal.
Yeah.
Where you can legitimately have somebody that is on one side of the country and they want to go all the way to the other side of the country. Like, realistically, not that it can't happen. Like, people do crazy shit all the time. They go cross country on a Grom, right?
We had 2 kids come down on the meetup on 250s from South Dakota.
I want to be careful with this conversation because, like, if you're new to riding, I think that there is no better motorcycle to get than a 250 or a 350. And you can
still travel on it.
So please do not take what I'm saying as, like, you shouldn't get this motorcycle.
Did you see the video of that guy on a C90 going from Alaska, and he made his way down to, like, I think South America, but he got to the Canadian border and just said fuck it and went all the way across. Him and his girlfriend both had C90s.
I would be really interested to see how they navigated
and
that.
Then goes all the way across and then came back down. It was amazing.
Well, so
you can do it.
You 100% can do it. Do not take this as this is not the right bike for you. Honestly, one of the reasons that makes the low CC bikes good to start on is, bruh, if I don't know what I'm doing, I need to keep my fucking ass off the fucking highway. Because if I can keep myself in parking lots, in city streets, like, it's a more manageable situation. And if you get in a wreck on the highway, we're talking a whole nother level of problem. You know what I mean? So I think they're great bikes for what they are. But the issue I have specifically with 250s, honestly, I don't think a 300 would be as stressed to do this. But if you are going to do sustained highway on a 250, depending on the 250, obviously, how it's geared, there's a lot of,
variables,
factors. But you are going to have to stress that machine for an extended period of time.
Well,
right?
I mean, so, yeah, I think then it's an adjustment, right? You're adjusting what you're doing. Like when when I lived in Roswell.
When you say adjusting what you're doing, you mean adjusting what you're able to do on the motorcycle? Like just avoiding highways or whatever?
Well, not even just that. But if you're going to get on a highway, you're going 45 and you're in the right lane so that everybody else can go around you. But you're still going. You're still going.
That's dangerous, though.
Yes. Is it dangerous? Yes. It shouldn't be because that's what the right lane is for. Mm-hmm. But like. You make adjustments. When I lived in Roswell, okay, I worked just north of that, maybe a couple miles.
Okay.
I bought a scooter, little 50cc.
Right.
And I just adjusted, where I went, how I got there,
Right.
time I left. I know that I couldn't do this for 20 minutes.
Right. Because you kill the thing.
Yeah. So I just took it easy. And so you adjust yourself. When you watch people we watched it on the what is it? The Revzilla video, right? Of them taking the Cubs.
Oh, the Alaska one. Got
the
it.
Alaska one. And you just go, okay, I'll just move to the
So-
right and let people pass me, yada, yada, yada.
You are 100% correct. You just adjust to what you can and need to do. I think
To an extent.
that's because obviously there are going to be situations where you have to go a certain way. But I think that's why I say 250s are. It very well be that 250s might be too slow for the highway system, and we're only, if we're being real, we're talking about the highway system, right? 250s, 300s on the highway, because a 90 can go city streets with no problem. Our little Venom 125, I can ride to work and back. It's very slow, but I can do that. My issue is that I don't want someone. My issue is that I think it's a little dangerous for someone to be on a 250 trying to go down the highway. One, because you could damage your motorcycle riding it at absolute red line for that period of time if you're going to go on a trip or something. But when you jump up into the 300cc market, and we're already seeing this, right? And Kawasaki used to make the Ninja 250. Then they started making the Ninja 300. To me, the Ninja 300 was revolutionary.
It was a good bike. That was going to be my first bike.
The 250, bro, I don't know if I've said it on the show before. I can still remember to this day the bike I wanted. I couldn't afford it, and none of the dealers in my town had it at the time. The bike I wanted to start on was a reddish maroon tribal Kawasaki Ninja 200. I thought that, bro, let me tell you how excited I was when I saw that motorcycle. I can remember it. It had this atrocious tribal graphic on the side.
Yeah, I know which one
it
it
was
was.
like a maroon color. Bro, I was in love with that motorcycle, and I can't tell you how devastated I was when I looked at it. I tried to find one. It could not find one anywhere.
Also, you brought up a good point there, though, that more manufacturers are going away from the 250, and I think that's a call and answer to our road systems. I don't know. I do agree that some of these bikes on paper would be too slow, but I know that thousands of people have been doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's clearly, I mean, again, it comes down to what kind of rider you are. If you like riding a 250, trust me, that gas mileage is amazing.
Yeah, especially now that we're at
the
war.
Insurance, nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I think my
maintenance,
problem is
all that stuff.
I don't want somebody to have a motorcycle and feel at all like they have a no-no zone on roads. But that's why I think 300's probably as low as one should go. I think I would love the shit out of all of these companies starting to kind of, how 250 was the baseline for the low CC.
Yeah.
Now we've got the CBR 300. We've got we used to have the Ninja 300. We have the R3. 300's got a solid slot.
Yeah.
I think if we could get that to 400, but this might sound crazy. If weight-wise, power-wise, nimbility-wise, if we could have 400s as the baseline, and then we get just a little dab of electronic rider aids.
No, counterpoint to that,
Go.
we should keep them 300s so that the price of the bike can be attainable for people who get into riding at a lower price point
Okay.
while having those things come down.
The electronic stuff?
Right, because we do 400. 400 by itself is going to be a little bit more expensive just by so 300 rider aids.
Okay. So you think a 300 class motorcycle would benefit with rider aids?
Yeah.
What rider aids, if you had to be selective?
Traction control, lean angle ABS.
Okay. For you guys don't know, lean angle ABS is ABS is anti-lock brakes. So if you're riding down the road and you just hammer fist your brakes, typically a brake is going to stop your wheel, right? But anti-lock brakes doesn't let it stop, and you maintain traction. Yeah. Now, lean sensitive ABS means you got the bike leaned over, right? You're in the turn, especially if you're a new rider. Mm-hmm. Everything about riding safely is smooth. Safe, smooth.
Yep.
Always remember that if you're new to riding. But when you're new, you don't know these things. You're in the middle of a turn, something happens, freaks you out, you hit the brakes. You are in a situation now where you can very easily low side your motorcycle.
Yeah. So lean angle, ABS, and traction control not only are good tools for people who lack the skill, but they're awesome utilities for people who have the skill to push that bike pretty far. Perfect example, our buddy at Triumph, with the Speed Triple RS, and just whack and letting it do all the math, and that guy can fucking ride.
Right. Well, so the other really cool thing about traction control, lean sensitive ABS, and ABS in general is, as somebody that rides rain or shine, like all the time, when I leave work and I'm on a bike that has traction control and ABS and it's raining outside, I'm not saying you should entirely rely on the motorcycle. Don't take what I'm saying with that, but
it's nice to have.
I know what I'm doing. I know I know the places on the road to avoid that are going to be slippery when wet, but I know all that. I'm sitting here riding, but there is just an extra piece in my brain of like, you know what? If I fuck this up, the bike at least has a second stage before I'm fucked.
There are people in chat, and we hear this argument all the time. It's like rider aids give people a false sense of skill, and I guess I can see that. But like the idea of like I need to be a better driver, so I don't need seatbelts. It's like these things aren't going to. You can still fuck up with traction control. You can still fuck up with ABS. Yep. If you are doing something wrong, it's going to end badly in most cases, regardless of the rider aids. The rider aids are just a little bit of extra help in case you're not as good. And yes, they should be switchable. Just like every other tire end, you'd be able to turn off the traction.
Well, ABS is the only thing that we know of right now that's becoming, standardized for all motorcycles.
Yeah. But like having those things and a steering damper on those, there are little extra things that help you in case your skill level isn't as great, or you don't know, maybe you don't know how to trail brake or to ride through a corner in the rain, and you fuck it up just enough. Like a small fuck up can really ruin your day. But if you've got a little bit of extra help, that means you go, oh, I can feel it, because you're gonna feel it when they kick in.
So this is something I was about to bring up. Like there's when I'm doing first rides. No, yeah, for sure. When I'm doing first rides, one of the things that I find really interesting on motorcycles that have ABS, I do this in a straight line, so I'm making it as safe as possible. But when I have ABS on a motorcycle, I really like being.
I swear to fucking God.
Our air compressor just turned on and will be turned off in just a moment. Thank you, Beau, and I look forward to hearing him yell into the stream. I'm so sorry if you're listening to this. We are in a shop, and things happen. You guys get it.
There's the fucking power!
Beau can't find the power. Yeah, well, there's that. Can you guys see? Oh, you can't see him. He's right off camera. Damn. I wish you guys could see him in the live show. Oh, wait, you can kind of see him. Look at the little tube moving around.
Who did that?
All right. Well,
that fucking thing. I swear to God.
Heather's in the chat. She said, "Did that scare y'all? Because I almost shit myself."
Oh, I shit my pants.
Okay, so one of the cool things about ABS, and this is one of the reasons that we don't see a lot of bikes that have disengageable ABS. It's pretty much like on. You can't do anything about it
unless it's an adventure bike.
Yeah, unless it's like a specific type of model. But one of the cool things about ABS is like, in a normal bike with no ABS, I'm not going to see how hard I can get to the brakes, right? Or how hard I can clamp on the brakes.
Yeah.
But because you can feel when ABS kicks on, both in the front and the rear, you can hammer on the brakes. And if you do that a couple times, like this, nobody's going to be in my situation where they're riding all types of different bikes. Yeah. But on your own bike, you know, you put yourself in a safe situation. You can learn very quickly how much braking pressure you can apply, because I think most people are shocked, or they would be shocked at how hard you can really push those brakes. This is something we could maybe do, like if we did an advanced course of the Learn to Ride series, that might be something interesting to do to really learn your own motorcycle. Because if you go out and practice, like, you know, I'm on my certain bike, I know I can pull this lever in this much, and you teach your brain that, then when that fucking idiot in front of you slams on brakes for a grocery bag floating around, you know how much ability you have. I think it's incredibly important.
You can learn that with these rider aids too, and that's the thing.
It makes it easier or safer to learn that.
I just saw my own last name in the thing, and it really fucked me up. Sorry.
Wait, you're what?
Somebody has my. There's a lot of Mosleys out there, but they're not spelled the same way. And there's a person named Russell.
Shout out to Russell.
And I saw my last name spelled that way, and I was like, "What the fuck? Are we related?
Are we doing the ad right now? Oh wait, the Cardo thing right now? Do you want to try Nightbot out?
We can try Nightbot.
We're in a low point not low point in the conversation, but like we're at a point where we can pause. So guys, we're gonna do the Cardo spot.
Yeah, we're gonna. Okay, so what you need to do, right, is in the chat ! Cardo. All together.
No. We're gonna do smart balls. That's the Cardo keyword. Go to my screen.
Smart balls. Okay, I already. Oh my god.
Come on, we're working.
Maybe
somebody gets to win.
Fucking tell me what the keyword is before I put it in a thing.
Okay, can you change that?
I can try.
You're gonna get this, Beau. I believe in you. Everybody say go, Beau. Go, Beau.
All right. In chat. This is. I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
Okay.
Type in no exclamation point. No exclamation point. Just put this word in, because he just now sprung this on me right now.
Sorry.
Only do smart balls. No exclamation point.
Type this into the chat if you want to win exciting music. We need exciting music. Yeah! We have exciting music. Woo!
We don't even know if this is gonna fucking work.
Also, asterisk, we don't know if this is gonna fucking work.
Yeah, put that smart balls in there, and we'll let it roll for a minute, and then we'll see if this thing works. If
this is fun. So Ghost can make the word, and we'll talk about it ahead of time, and that way we get to use Nightbot if it works. Asterisk.
That's a big question.
Also, if this is an opportunity, if you're listening, man, you need to be here.
Yeah,
because this is exciting. Look at the chat blowing up. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
This is so fun. I love giving free stuff away. I wish I was Oprah.
Yeah, we're just gonna let it keep running for a minute and let the music hype up. What is the Spirit?
So the Spirit is one of the models that Cardo makes that is more focused on. Is it so hard to say this seriously with like amped ass music going on?
Keep going.
So it's one of the units that's more made for you as the rider to get to interact with your phone. I think it has the capabilities of rider to rider, but it doesn't have a lot. Maybe I'm not 100% sure. All I know is you can listen to music, you can answer phone calls and stuff like that on it 100% of the time.
Okay.
So it would do just as good of a job for you as Pack Talk Bold or something like that. Okay. Still a phenomenal unit. If you don't have any Bluetooth, bruh, it'll change your game so much. It's incredible.
Yep.
All right, so
are we ready to roll?
We are. Let's see if not.
Let's cut it off now, and we're gonna see if this fucking works.
All right, guys, drum roll.
There's no fucking way. I just hit a random thing. I want you to look on my screen right now.
This is so exciting. Holy shit! Wait, what does that say? I can't read that from here.
It says Russell Mosley.
What? Mosley? You guys are in cahoots.
That was not at all planned. That's fucking.
Is it seriously say like a random? It's a random.
Okay, so the way this works, that is that anybody that puts in that word, I've got it set up here to where it will turn them into a list of eligible winners.
Okay.
Right here.
I can confirm the list.
It's 47 eligible winners.
Congrats to the 47 people that participated. Thank you.
And then I hit roll, and it picks one at random.
What are the fucking odds of that?
That's fucking amazing.
Wow. Hashtag rigged. Hashtag rigged.
Man alive, that is hilarious.
That would never happen. That'll never happen again. And Mosley's, we're gonna blacklist the word Mosley.
It's not case sensitive too, by the way, so everybody knows.
Okay. So
it does need to be spelled correctly, but
well, that's why we put it on the screen, so that there's no reason they wouldn't. Okay.
That's hilarious. Also, I myself have never won anything in my life, and I've signed.
So you've by proxy, you and Russell.
So
you
he's
just won
the Mosley.
Spirit.
He's the Mosley with the luck.
Yeah,
and
you
I
gave it
got
to him.
fucked. So now I'm upset.
I mean, to be fair, I gave you a Peg Talk Bold and like a wireless headset. So like, I mean,
I had to have it.
Oh yeah, it was a job. That was a job requirement.
All right, cool.
All right.
So,
congrats, Russell. That was awesome. I love that your name is the same.
That's hilarious.
Russell says he never wins anything.
Maybe
this
he
is
broke
the
the
beginning.
curse.
He broke
the Mosley curse.
This is the Mosley curse is lifted.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go play the lotto.
Okay, hold on. Bo's gonna go win us all some money. All right. So how did you get in? How did we do this last time?
Okay, so for the time being, you can email me. It's Beau at Jason Two Wheels. BEAU.
And you have to prove that you are who you are.
Yep. We need. All I need in there is to let me know in the body of it which episode you want on. Mm-hmm. And
Beau will collect your information, send it to me. I will get you. I will get your stuff sent out to Cardo. Wow, that was exciting.
Yeah.
I think I cannot wait to give more Cardos away.
I am beat red from that one.
That's so funny.
That is hilarious.
All right, so it is that time of the episode, guys. We have to drop it to an updated ad, and we will be right back to finish this conversation out. So, Beau,
it is an updated ad.
Mr. Mosley, if you'll take us to the real Mr. Mosley, please stand up and take us to an ad, please.
Excellent.
What's going on, guys? This episode of Live on Two Wheels is brought to you by Revzilla's RPM membership. What that is basically a membership program that only costs $60 a year, not a month, but a year, and you get a ton of rewards from it. It's kind of like Amazon Prime for Revzilla. So if you're buying a lot of motorcycle gear, especially on Revzilla, this could be really interesting for you. Check out all of the things you get for this. So you're going to get free 2-day shipping and returns. You're going to get 10% off exclusive brands. You're going to get 5% cash back, period. Also, for you first-time members, you're going to get $15 in cash back from the moment you get this membership. It's also going to include early access to sales and phone lines and exclusive events. So if you're somebody that buys a ton of gear and could find a lot of value in this RPM thing, by all means, we'll have a link for you down in the description below. Thank you guys for supporting the show by going to that link. And thank you, Revzilla, for sponsoring this episode.
RPM membership also applies to Cycle Gear and J&P Cycles. There, I updated the ad.
We'll see you guys with the rest of the show. I love that.
It is very low frame rate because I'm hammering my machine right now by recording. That is the next thing that we're going to figure out, is getting all of that out.
Yeah, okay.
The audio is fine. The video is booty.
We might have time to mess with it tomorrow while we're doing the other WBR Garage. All right. So thank you guys for sitting through that ad. It helps support the show when you guys sign up with our link. So love you guys a long time for doing that. So question for you, Beau.
Yes, sir.
As a experienced rider, you got some miles under your belt.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that, like, we've discussed that 300s are enough for experienced riders? You know, I always go to the R3.
Yeah.
Do you think 250s are enough for experienced riders?
Yeah. Because an experienced rider is not gonna know how to use that 250 for everything that it's got.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. So
there's a whole division of racing that's devoted to 250s and 300s.
Right. Would you be willing to do a long ride on a 250 that included a lot of highway?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have any trepidation going into that?
No, I just adjust how I'm riding.
What if I told you, what if I challenged you to, like, okay, you have to do an iron butt on a Ninja 250 and it has to be all highway? What would be the things that you would worry about?
Just time management, because you know you're not going to be hitting like 70, 80 miles an hour, generally speaking, for any extended period of time. But yeah.
You would have no worries about the bike just vibrating your brain out or anything like that?
I ride a Bolt.
I've been practicing for this my whole life.
My body is whatever frequencies motorcycles shake at. That's now my natural harmonic. I've become so used to it that like it's not an issue.
Well, so like one of the other things that I would worry about with a 250cc bike is like one of the kind of pros is that it's lightweight and flickable, right? Yeah. But on the highway, lightweight and flickable translates to just a fart of wind is going to blow you into the other lane. Yeah. So what's your thought process on that? Like I would personally be, and I see this on bikes like 600 sometimes, depending on the bike.
So that thing that happens when you're creating more drag by being at higher speeds. So you have parasitic loss and friction, right? The faster you are, the less friction that you're going to have in most circumstances.
Okay.
That's what aero is designed to do, is to help offset that. Okay. At higher speeds, now you've got like airspeed pushing against you, and that can increase the loss of friction. Okay. Again, that's what aero is designed to do, is help to offset that as well.
All I'm thinking about is Marvel characters. But
all right. But if you slow down, then yeah, it's still going to knock you around, but you're going to have more grip and friction.
Our voices are just slowly going away.
More grip and more, and therefore more friction than you would at higher speeds. It's just, I mean, this is why like if this thing's going to get squirrely and whatnot, they tell you, slow down a little bit.
Interesting.
Just pick off some speed, and that'll help.
Yeah.
Unless it's something like the geometry is upset, the physics of the wheels, then you speed up because then you're increasing the centrifugal force, and then but friction in itself, you just want.
I find it interesting that the first things I think about when I think of taking a low cc bike onto a highway is I'm worried about screwing my engine up because I'm going to have to redline it like everywhere I go to get up to highway speeds being, let's just say 70 as an average. I worry about rider comfort because it's going like a motorcycle revving at its close to its maximum for a long period of time is going to vibrate regardless of who the bike's from. And that's going to lead to being uncomfortable as a rider, which could translate to, like the more comfortable you are on a bike, I feel like the more you are able to, you have brain space to react
that to me
things
is that moment where you back it off and you go, okay, 65 is not comfortable, but if I lower it down to like 55, it's lower in the rev range. I'm not vibing as much. I'm not hitting that like weird tuning fork sensation. It's going to take me longer to get where I'm going, but I'm going to be more comfortable.
All I can think of when you say that is, do you remember when we did the first ride of the Venom X22? Not the R, the X22.
You mean when you took it on the interstate when we explicitly told you to fucking don't?
So I have experience of riding that's a 125 too. It's not even a 250. Yeah. I rode that down the highway. I have ridden a Grom down the highway. Both of these were for first rides, and it was by professional use only.
One of those is...
Do we have a wink sound?
What kind of sound does a wink make?
Ding!
That's not the sound of a wink, that's a ding.
Do we have a ding? Ding!
No.
Anyway, so I've rode... Perfect. No, wait, can you do that on my eye? So like... Wow, off. Anyway, so I've ridden those on the highway, and it is prohibitively scary.
You were also... doing the thing where like, okay, so to keep in mind, you were pinned on a carbureted Chinese made.
Well, no, the Grom was the same
125. Well, the Grom definitely feels better on the highway than the Venom.
They felt sketch.
The sketch you felt from the Grom is from the tires, not from the rest of it, because smaller tires at higher speeds.
Okay, fair.
Right. The sketch on the Venom, 100% was the absolutely anemic motor that was in that 125.
Right.
And you were like this.
I really kind of now this conversation has me wanting to get a 250 and do like a highway test on it.
No, because we were talking about this up at Mountain, and it's like, oh no, you need to get the 1100. Let's do a 500 test.
A 500 cruiser. So that brings me to what I have pulled up on my screen, which I'm fascinated in.
I smell paint again.
Oh my God, what, bro? We're not even going to get into it. We won't get into it.
I actually
Our
like
neighbors
that
are interesting.
paint job.
So I was looking at our doc for this show, and Ghost has up here Yamaha's V-Star 250.
Yep.
So being that I just got off of a cruiser today, that do we know how many cc's the Honda Fury had that I'm riding tomorrow?
1300.
Wait,
Trey?
I was teasing people. Shit, sorry.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
The banana came out the bag. Oh no!
Is the Fury a 1300 or a 16? Do you remember?
Place your bets now, Banana.
Place your bets now.
I'm saying 1300.
1600.
You say 16, I say 13. Winner gets a banana.
Yeah.
1312.
1312.
I get a banana.
All right, enjoy that banana.
So I'm still new to this cruiser thing, but that 1300 felt I'll just say slow. I'm going to mess it up a little bit.
No, it is.
This V-Star 250, is that like a 250cc V-Star?
Yeah, but it's also like,
Oh my God, it's cheap.
yeah, and then look
78 miles a gallon.
go to the specifications up at the top. Go to the specifications up at the top. Click
Okay.
on that, and I want you to look at the weight.
Where's the weight?
You keep going. You gotta go down.
I don't see. Holy shit.
That's wet weight. Look at the fuel economy.
324 pounds?
That's nothing. And look at the fuel economy.
the 78. Yeah. That's well, hold on. I have a problem with the video saying faster sons, like on a 250. Hold on.
No.
Do we have time to watch this?
No,
Can we watch
let's
this?
not play that game.
Come on. It looks like a fun video. We'll get copyrighted, but it's fine.
We're immediately copyrighted.
Is this their launch video for this?
Is this what they're? This used to be the Rebel, I guess, and they're, or is this
Now that's a cool bike.
the old school?
Yeah, what is
That's interesting.
this thing?
What are you?
Why am I seeing cool bikes, but this isn't the bike that I'm looking at?
No, it was in
Or are
there.
they saying
It
these are
was in there.
their heritage
It was in
bikes?
there. Oh, VMAX.
Now that's what is that? I want to ride that.
Well, goddamn, Billy.
This is not what I expected when I clicked into this video.
Love the VMAX. I love them VMAX. They did make that.
Okay,
sorry,
so that
Rebel.
video told us nothing. Sorry for wasting everybody's. I mean, it was a
Yeah.
cool video.
Yeah.
Good job, Yamaha.
Fucking- I love the VMAX. Man.
Oh wait, shit! I smell the paint too. Oh God.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't wait to have another headache today.
Son bitch.
I want to get out of this video. So I guess that was Yamaha's like heritage stuff.
Yeah, that is right. I had a brain fart with the fumes and stuff. But yeah, this is their.
So as a cruiser rider, what do you feel about a 250cc cruiser?
I mean,
What are you doing with that? Where are you riding that?
you're going. That's a in-town bike. Like if I lived in the perimeter.
Okay, so like you're not touching highway with this.
I don't know. I might.
Does it have like top speed and stuff?
No. Yeah.
200 miles between fill-ups? Woo!
No, that's a small tank too, so you know.
That's a lot of lunch runs.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I mean,
I don't
it'd be a
know.
little fun little bike. And so the thing that I like the most about these kind of things, like the old Rebels and the Boulevard S40 or whatever, S50, I don't know. It's their small version, is that they lend themselves so well to like making really cool custom jobs out of them, and they're such a low cost to entry that like you see a lot of these kind of bikes get turned into something crazy.
I just don't.
I dig it.
I mean, I guess I could see that for like the like you said. Look at the handlebars; they're like flat. Just
No drag bars.
I guess I could see that like riding around town or something like that, but I just feel like, I mean, so the argument is like, I don't see a lot of utility in that, but then again, it's only like $4,500.
And then you
Or 46, sorry.
and then again, most of the people you see riding bikes like that bike is not going to look like that.
What do you think people will do to these? Like,
I mean,
just customize them, make them
nearly
look like
anything.
themselves?
Yeah, nearly anything. They're limitless as far as like what you can do.
And then we also have bikes like this from Venom Motorsports that are also, it's $4,300. That's really not that big of a change.
Yeah.
And 250cc V-twin. So it's like,
Is that fuel injected?
is it fuel injected?
Yeah, electronic fuel injection.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's something.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Beau, if we got one of these in shop, would you ride it to work and back?
And we'll see.
Uh-huh.
It's a Venom. The Venoms are
Cost effective.
They're cost effective. They're fun, but we don't know because we haven't really put a load of miles on it. How they perform after putting them through hell.
That's true.
Right. So we don't have that information to work with. You know what I mean?
So here's what I'm really curious of, Beau. What do you say about this thing?
One thing.
Because we know we know what I think about this on my screen right now.
Hey, I mean,
Do you absolutely hate the GSX 250R like I do, or
No.
do you just like it is what it is?
it's 100% what it is. Me and Trey were talking about this. Like, it underperforms compared to its competition.
And that's just not a big deal.
That's not a big deal because like the person that buys any of these 250s isn't doing it to win fucking races and shit like that, right?
Wait, do they currently make this?
Yeah.
Because it says 2018. Let me double check this.
If it's a Suzuki, it'll likely, yeah. There you go. Yeah. So like, here's the thing, right? I'm not buying a 250 or a 300 to win any races. I'm buying it because it's cheap. It's going to be great on insurance. It's going to be great on gas. It's going to be fun. They all look cool now. Like 250s don't look like 250s anymore. Like the CBR 250R looked like a budget bike, but most of these new low displacement motorcycles are borrowing a lot from their bigger brothers.
We've talked about this before, and I absolutely love the fact that you can get, good God, Yamaha, how many damn
Chill the
bikes
fuck
do you
out.
got? How many bikes you got?
Chill the fuck out.
But I love the fact you can get this R3, and it looks like the R6, that looks like the R7, that looks like the R1. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about people that don't know motorcycles, because obviously if you know motorcycles, you're going to know the difference in an R1 and an R3. But look at all the design characteristics between these two.
Well, like, bring up the, because I saw it in the mile, bring up the CBR 300R.
Okay.
Like, because the new one.
Oh, wait, I can do it over here.
Yeah.
CBR 300R.
Right.
Oh, wait, this is the 300R.
That's the 300R. So that's the, yeah.
Street, what is it? Do they categorize it as super sport as well?
No, it'll be under
They
sport.
don't. Oh, poor. Yamaha's like super sport. That's definitely what it is.
Right out, 300R. Okay. Click on that guy.
This was also a phenomenal showing.
Like,
at the
that does not look anything in the same realm as it has a lot of the same design languages are 500, 600, and 1000.
right.
Whereas
This
like the
gives
CBR
real
250R,
vibes.
the CBR 250R was like, oh, this is.
I agree. Yeah.
And so like I don't know, like the Suzuki doesn't perform as well as the other ones, but it's a good looking bike. It's well put together. It's got a lot of R&D and a lot of money behind it because Suzuki's got their big brand.
Right. Well, so I will
It just
say
doesn't have the numbers. But at that point, do I really care about the numbers if I'm riding around on a 250?
I would like to officially call something back that I gave the Suzuki shit for, which it deserved back in the day. But a few years ago, this bike was more expensive than both the CBR 300 and the R3. Now the R3 is looking at $52.99, the CBR is looking at $48.99, and we have the Suzuki down at $45.99. So as long as it costs less, I'm fine. It makes sense. What annoyed the hell out of me and really like put a bad taste in my mouth about this motorcycle is that it was more expensive than an R3 and there is no way that it could outperform anything to do with the R3. That was one of the things that like I had big gripes. Big gripes.
I mean, if your budget is $5,500 or under, then it's like, to me personally, it is less about how it performs, and I'm going to be looking at like what I think looks cooler. I personally think that this version of the Suzuki looks better than the R3, but because
I'm trying to get to a gallery so we can look at better photos.
Well, no, just like that, because that looks like, that reminds me so much of the 750.
So you'd rather ride that, just on looks, you'd rather ride this over than R3?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge Suzuki fan, but
I would love to know, general chat. Chat, let us know, are you picking this, or are you going, if your only options, GSX 250R, this guy in red, and we also got black and white, which is a pretty cool.
Pretty cool. It looks like a Gixxer.
For sure. But this thing though, dude?
Yeah, it's
there's no way for me. Interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody said CBR. I mean, yeah, CBR looked good too.
Wait. I want to try this out and see if this works. Hold on.
Wait, what are you going to try to work?
Will it work?
Oh, do we get to test Nightbot again? Does he get to ban everybody else in the chat? This is going to be great.
Command. Can I do a command?
I think Beau's going to try to do some sort of like voting system. You guys give us a second. Also, can we take in the fact that this R3 has freaking slicks on it? Bro, do you know how fun an R3 with slicks on a racetrack would be? You could send that tiny motherfucker at any speed into any turn. That would be awesome. I'm going to have a headache by the end of this show from this paint smell.
Yeah. Is it going to let me do it? No.
We'll still have to figure out. I want to know what the performance difference is in an R3 and the CBR. Oh my God, the Yamaha Infinite Spin.
I mean, so like it's personal preference, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a total preference game. I can't really. Nightbot told you invalid parameter.
I know,
specified.
right? Goddamn.
Invalid. You're lucky that Nightbot didn't ban you from
me.
The chat. So I think at the end of the day, the issue with the smaller CC bikes is highway here. You seem to not care at all. Would you be fine with having 250s just continue to have their place in the motorcycle market here in the U.S.?
I don't see a reason why not.
I guess you don't really care because you're not a entry-level rider.
Yeah, it's not one of those things where like I don't think that they should go away, or whether it's the 250 or 300 doesn't matter because that's a nominal difference, right?
Yeah. I think it's a pretty powerful difference to get you to that easier highway speed. But I think the biggest point you brought up that being totally honest, didn't even think about until you said it was having entry points into the market. Because I don't know how much cheaper you're going to get a brand new motorcycle for, $4,600 brand new. Like you've been the only guy riding that thing the whole time. So I've never even taken into consideration the fact that, it is helpful to have an entry point so that, somebody that wants a brand new bike can't afford, something bigger. They need somewhere to start out on. And I was ignorant to that. So I'm glad we had this conversation. Started a new poll. Oh, you actually started the poll.
And then I fat fingered. The battery in my keyboard is dying.
You fat fingered?
Yeah, it says GSKR.
Oh, nice. So wait, did you make a poll that people can click on?
Yeah, it worked this time. So like,
all right. So guys, just for our shits and giggles, in the chat, vote R3
or GSKR.
GSKR. Just to be clear, this is the GSKR. It's a new model brought to you by Mosley Incorporation. So we're voting on GSKR or the R3.
Yeah. It's
here. We'll do this since it's the closest to a side by side we could. Oh wait, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's do.
It's pretty, but I just think.
Here you go, guys. So on my screen, I've got both bikes.
Yeah,
You guys can vote. It is not even close for
I got
me.
19 votes, and it's already like pretty obvious that the R3 is.
The R3's gonna win. Wait, is there a way that I can see the votes?
Click on the thing. Take your vote. I voted.
what? This sounds like a campaign. Wait, hold on. Straw poll.
There you go. Click on that.
Okay, I would like to officially vote R3. Vote. Yay! My vote is counted.
Go to the results now. Look.
That's right, fam. That's right, fam. Let's go.
All right.
Wait,
all
hold
right.
on. I don't want to be unfair. I want the Suzuki to have its moment.
It's
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
looks.
I mean,
they're pretty equivalent in looks as far as I can.
don't you dare.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Yeah. That looks like a Gixxer. That looks like an R6.
Okay, I'll give you that.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
they look like they should.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Okay, so we're done.
Yeah.
We thank you everybody. I really appreciate you guys having my back.
Hey,
on
it
that
worked this
R3
time.
thing. Hey, so next time we know. Okay, so we're out of the Gixxer. We're done with the R3. We're done with that. Boom.
That was a
cool.
lot.
No, it was a lot. Had a lot on my screen
Yep.
just then. Okay, so we've got 2 more segments to do. Do we keep talking or do we go to smart answers only?
I mean,
Okay, final thoughts. Ghost has got a point. What are your final thoughts of the of 250 after the entire show?
you do you. Bro.
Did you come out with anything?
I mean, I see the points that some people are making, but my mentality being that I find myself more rip GSKR, by the way.
That was great.
Also, that was put by somebody whose name is McRip.
On brand.
I want that guy to. That's all he does in every video. It just says rip.
Whatever the topic is.
My viewpoint of motorcycles is that from a defensive point of view. So I think of it maybe in a different light. Having talked about it now and seeing like, okay, you're more of an offensive rider, so I can see where your point is, where you want more power to get out of the way. And I don't look at the power. There is a floor to this. I will say this.
What's your floor?
Definitely the Venom.
Which is a 125?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's not even a 125 that is like. I mean, it's a little. It's underpowered for a 125.
Saying a lot. Okay.
But like you can do it. I mean, there is, like I said, there's a floor. I really haven't changed my mind at all.
Yeah. So
Now I understand more of where you're coming from. Is all I take away from that.
Okay. So I think my main takeaway from this entire conversation is one. I came into this thinking 300s and 250s were too small and we needed a baseline of 400s. But I would like to officially say that I still think 250s are too small.
Okay.
I think 300s for the US should be the baseline, not including stuff like the Grom. But I don't think we should go anything above 300s because I think it is important that we have low entry point motorcycles for people to get into the hobby. That they're just stuck on brand new.
Or if you're like, a very experienced rider, have a fuck around bike.
Right. Like legitimately looking at that R3 on a track, I'm like, man, I would not hate to have an R3 track bike. Truly, like 100% being serious. I would be totally down for that right now. So I love the fact that there's an entry level. It's cost effective. It's a phenomenal place to start riding if you were like me and you're coming into it with no experience at all. I would like to see some rider aids or more rider aids because I think we're seeing ABS now on the entry level bikes, which I
More rider
love.
aids, 100%. I'm getting real lightheaded, by the way.
You're what?
I'm getting real lightheaded.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
Like we have
We're gonna have to have another conversation.
yeah, we had a paint issue yesterday, and
Okay.
it looks like we're having the same paint
So
issue today.
so you see it now where like 300 could have its place.
I think the 300 class has
give them
cemented itself.
more stuff. Like all that tech would be nice to bring down.
I don't even think. I mean, the tech would be nice.
Some of the tech.
If the tech can come down and the price can stay super entry, I think that it would be a home run. Yeah. But regardless of that, I say I have my little hammer here. I would like to 300s, may they have a place in the U.S. highway system.
Don't worry, OEMs. Chase has said it's okay for you to exist now.
Because everybody was curious. Everybody's tuning in to be like...
The people have spoken.
The people have...
Smart answers only.
Smart answers only. Okay.
And we're going to play this. And there's a chance that it might come through my speakers, because fuck me.
Oh, wait.
Smart
answers only. We have a Smart Answers Only segment. So, if you guys are curious what the Smart Answers Only segment is, I ask a question over on the Chase on Two Wheels community page, and you guys can answer. Oh, wait, you have the graphic on screen and everything.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smart guys, you're welcome. Okay, so Go says to open this first image and then arrow through. So I'm going to try to only open the first one.
Be sure to say the user's name.
Yes. All right, guys. Everybody ready for Smart Answers Only? Boom. Why can't I have an inline 4 250 in the States? Real answer, because we can hop on 400s and just be fine. Some countries have strict tax rules for bikes over a certain cc range. Interesting. So a high-powered 250 lets them get the sport bike life. Okay, smart answer. Because it spools the 250 and will beat a 600 Super Sport on the street, so dealers want to sell more Super Sports for more money. It's all a conspiracy. That's a smart answer. Straight facts. What smaller CC bike would you recommend? Oh, wait. So sorry. That was Ricky Trahant. I don't know why. So this is from JT. Yeah. What smaller CC bikes would you recommend for a first-year rider? Do you give different answers if someone is 5'10", 160 pounds versus 6 foot?
5'7".
What did I say?
He said 5'10", which is your height. I'm
so used to saying that on first ride. Would you give a different answer for a 5'7", 160 pound person versus a 6 foot, 200 pound person? Real answer. Any low displacement 400 and below would be good. You're there to learn skills and develop good riding habits. Having something you can dump on the ground isn't too shabby either. Also, even small amounts of horsepower will boogie real well. Wow, my brain stopped working. It's probably the pain.
We're getting high.
Oh, we're getting high. What size difference? That size difference wouldn't matter to you while learning how to ride. Sit on a beginner bike and see how it fits you. That is a phenomenal answer. Sitting on a motorcycle and feeling it.
That's not what this is about.
I know. Sorry. You know.
Nope.
Me.
Keep going.
The smallest CC bike I'd recommend is a pedal bike. It's infinitely small CC and it'll still move you. Just takes some coaxing. As for your size, have you seen a Walmart mobility scooter? They move you and still have no CCs. You'll be fine. Up to 400 easy. Discord answer. Come on down and give us a holler. We'll help you out right away. Oh my God.
Yeah, shout out to Discord. Those guys are actually
shout out
really
to Discord.
helpful.
You're going to have to help me on this one. Lucas.
Minis.
Strange, I don't know. I have a 2021 R3, shout out R3, and I've installed a full exhaust system. Do I have to trade my air filters to a K&N? Do I need to remap my bike? Regards from Brazil. Real answer. You can change your intake filter if you wish, and when you do, it's good to get a new tune when dealing with intakes and exhaust. Engines are giant air pumps after all, so making sure everything communicates works together properly will be the best situation. Tune the R3 into an SV650. It'll feel a whole new bike. Trust me.
Yep.
I do not know how you tune an R3 into an SV650.
So don't dissect it.
Sorry,
just do it.
You're right. Just do it.
It's a smart answer.
Okay. I have a 2020 Duke 390. Are bigger CC bike riders laughing at me behind my back? This is from Osher. The answer, you're riding a KTM. What do you think, Mr. Power Bars? That's great. Oh, my goodness. Asher, here's the guy laughing at your 390. He's not smart. Oh, my God. That's great. I love the meme integration with the answer.
Yeah. Sidebar, have you seen, Walter's... Walter's tag on his Mustang. I think it's his Mustang.
Walterific?
Yeah.
No.
It's a small PP.
Good man. Because Mexico is far away. Why are smaller CC bikes like the Z125 or Grom so much fun to ride? A different kind of fun compared to a bigger CC bike. Because Mexico is far away.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we're not dissecting it. Yep, can't dissect it. That's hilarious. I want a Grom. Oh my god.
Yeah. Is that it? Or
No, we got more. Will there be adventure smorts? You get a smort and you get a smort.
Thank you, Oprah.
Wait, that's me. That's perfect. That's me giving away cardos, except it's smart bikes. The end. Yay! That was awesome. Okay, thank you all the people that did our smort answers over on the community post. My God, the paint is getting me so high right
we are
now.
getting real.
This is gonna be a great episode. Okay, so guys, we are now. So, Beau, if you'll take me off of my screen,
I do.
And I will go to the Discord, and we'll finish up the show looking at what happened over on Discord and getting some good old laughs.
All right. I am.
Do I have Discord pulled up?
I'm going to. Yeah, you talk to the guys for a minute.
Uno.
While you figure that out.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm about to piss my pants.
Oh. That's funny because I clicked over Discord and Dave Chappelle is saying, "Oh snap!" That was perfect. Okay, let's get into the Discord thing. I will wait for you guys. All right, so chat. Here, I got chat pulled up. What do you guys got going on? All gas, no brakes. R3 equals SV650. Oh my God, no! Please don't do that. Chase floating, bro. That I don't know what's going on with one of our guys around here. Not our guys, but like one of the people who has a shop next to us. They be like doing serious spray paint. Yesterday we walked outside. It looked foggy. There was so much spray paint in the air. Had a terrible headache the whole way home. It was gross. And it smells like it's still happening. So what else is happening in chat? The Honda Navi is an interesting thing. I saw one of those up at Mountain today. Yeah, that thing's going to be pretty interesting. If it's not sold, I would love to do a first ride on it, but I'm pretty sure the Honda Navi's a 125, so I won't be able to take it to the highway. So we'll figure that out.
I felt like it was never going to stop. You know how small my bladder is. That was way too much.
Okay, so both back. Yay!
I'm going to put it up on your screen. We're going to go Discord.
Oh, all right. I was just enjoying checking out the chat and being able to talk with people. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready for Discord, Beau?
Sure am.
Let's go to Discord and find out who we're giving a Revzilla $50 gift card to. Yay. I love this. You ready?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Oh, God. Andy, look at Andy being number 2. When you have a podcast later that day on a 250cc...
If 250cc bikes are smart. I'll read it.
Yeah, I think I'm too high to read at this point.
Okay, don't say that. That was too direct. That missed the joke.
Wait, have we told the people that there's a... What do they call it? A Smortcast?
Yeah, there's a Smortcast.
There is a real thing. So the Smort guys, before we even get into this, they have made their own podcast.
Yeah, they missed us when we were gone, so they made their own.
They were like, because we were gone the whole month of January. They're like,
do better than these idiots.
Screw it. Yeah, I mean, that's not saying a lot, but yeah, they could. All right, next. Oh God, can't do that. All right. This is not fair because this is insider info. This is from
This is insider trading, man.
This is from our live show.
You've heard of camera 1 and camera 2. I present to you camera PP, and it is Chase holding a camera pretty much at his dick.
So, wow, so graphic. Jesus.
I have to say it for the people listening so they can understand.
That's true. So if you guys don't know, Luke's been out of town all week, so I've had to do filming Wreck Bike Rebuild duty, and I have a different filming style than Luke, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, the shots are good, right? Maybe.
I mean,
we don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Whoa.
Wow, that's an old one.
Beau, when?
That was
Who are these two young guns?
that had to have been the second meetup because remember we all met at that one place with the that fence immediately reminds it had to
Is
be.
that behind Fellini's?
I don't know. I think it looks really familiar though. Like, it
Beau,
looks
I
like the
don't
second
know.
meetup.
I don't know if I've seen a younger photo of you.
Bro.
We need to know what
wait.
date this photo was taken.
I'm gonna show you, not them.
Uh-huh.
My license photo
Oh, I think I've seen this.
is from
If it's terrifying,
when I was
I've
like
seen this.
when I was about 18, 19. It hasn't changed. I've gone in several times and they just go, keep using it.
Yes, I have seen that. It looks like you came straight out of county
Yeah, let's see if I can
prison.
get them. Yeah, it's definitely. I'm not gonna get a good shot of it, but it's definitely a mugshot worthy.
If this proves anything to you guys, it's that me and Beau have known each other for quite a while.
Yup.
This is at least. I don't even know, dude. Holy crap! What a young group of dudes. All right,
Didn't even read what it said.
you're reading.
Okay, when you take a smart break and some hipsters ruin it with a selfie.
Yep, that's us. I mean, we were at Fellini's too, so it was like full Atlanta hipster moment.
Yep.
Okay, moving on. We got to go quick. What is that? Is that a monkey?
That CT70 has a 212 swap. So
Oh my god!
that's a lot of room for not a lot of.
I would love to ride that.
Yeah.
I bet that's fun. Also, that truck is awesome.
Yeah.
Can we just?
I want the truck.
I would
don't give a
love. I would love to have both. ¿Por qué no los dos?
No, you
Por-
can keep the.
por qué no
You
los
keep the
dos?
bike. I'll take the truck.
All right.
World safety motorcycle. Nothing. It will never hit anything.
We're looking at it looks like a white Gixxer or something, and it has a stormtrooper as a front light.
Yep,
That's hilarious.
That's good.
I love
I
that.
like that.
Go ahead, Beau.
If she asks you, we didn't go for a ride. I like that it looks like your puffy jacket.
One, I don't know if the puffy jacket's going to work on the outside of the race suit. Also,
But-
is this
But also, can we try?
is this a pocket? Like, what is this thing?
That's probably a fanny pack. A lot of them.
Bro, fanny pack that'll work.
That's a very popular move for people who
Really?
ride in tracksuits. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yep. No, that's sad, Chase.
No.
That's me. I'm gonna take a dramatic picture.
Wait,
with a
why is
WR.
there? Oh,
It's a poop.
why is there poop on the ground? Why is Chase looking at poop?
All right, get it.
Okay, so
Wheeling a scooter.
if you're only listening, I really recommend you listen at whatever point this is because that person's not letting that scooter slow them down at
Yeah.
all. Oh God.
No.
3,700 miles, 11 days on scooters.
There is no small bikes, just small balls.
Wait.
Slow Ride Home documentary film.
Wait, is this serious?
I don't think it's real,
But if it was,
but it may be. I don't
that's somebody let me know if this is real. I will watch it. Don't tempt me with a
know.
documentary.
We have to be careful because our crowd is really quick with the edits. Also, look how adorable you are on this.
Also, I think it would be great to have a just giantly oversized Honda little. Can you imagine if the bike was? If I was.
It's a real documentary? Holy shit.
Oh my god, I have to
Okay.
watch that. This is hilarious. I want to see like a Honda Navi but giant.
That's hilarious.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh no! Somebody noticed in the video.
the sad MT. If you own an MT, you don't even have to guess at what is.
Yeah,
is-
everybody that owns an MT sees that broken blinker and they're like, "Yeah,
Yep.
that MT life." Oh my god, that's so great. Ghost, I'm so sad that during the first ride I did not put my feet on the passenger pegs. Yeah. That would have been the most hilarious photo
That's
for you to
fucking-
post that.
That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh my god.
Should I grow my hair out to look like that?
I don't No.
Does everybody know there was a point in time where I just realized I'm pushing a tire. My hair was like low. Like I had really long hair at one point in time.
Yeah.
It was funny. Okay, shit. It's already 6 o'clock. Oh my God. We have to hurry through this. Would it be smart to go bananas on this hog across the U.S.?
Yeah.
Oh my good God. It's just me and you looking like idiots with those two little
Also,
toys.
that is an image from a video I made on my channel.
So props for using. Oh God, too. I look like I'm straight out of Walking
Wow,
Dead.
You
When we finally review the Smart Helmet, we're both like 97 years old.
Can we just say I look infinitely more cool than you do in that shot?
I think that's nobody's gonna argue that at all. Okay, want to get a little high? Us right
the headband made a comeback.
Oh God. Wait. Oh no, this is me on the Triumph. RS.
Yep.
100%. Wait. Oh God, are they make? Yes.
Make it big so people can see it.
Oh my God! Hold on. Play it. Brah, brah. You win. You win. Who are you? Because there's no winning.
That's Freddie Rod.
Freddie Rods.
Bro.
Was that the last thing? Freddie. Oh my God.
Clutch.
That was the greatest thing ever. It's like, oh, can you wheelie? I can in Photoshop.
Damn in clutch, bud.
Congrats, Freddie. Oh my gosh, that's so great.
That's a new winner.
That's a new winner. I know.
That's our first new winner in a while.
All right, guys. Good job. So, guys, that's the end of Beau, if you'll go to me and you full screen real quick.
Hold on. Let me send
Oh my gosh,
Freddie
Freddie's
Rods.
such a good job. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
That was so good.
Nice.
I love that.
Came in clutch at the last moment.
Oh my God, on IMDb, it's a thing.
What?
Slow Ride Home. 8 members of Seattle-based Soldiers of Destiny Scooter Club
A+ on the name.
attempt a 3,700-mile odyssey from Florida to Washington at the less than blazing speed of around 45 miles per hour. I'm watching that
Nice.
at some point in time. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for episode 4 of season 2 of Live on Two Wheels. Thank you guys so much for joining us live. If you're listening to us, final reminder over on Apple Podcasts, make sure to like and give us a review on Apple Podcasts. And if you do, we'll give you a shout out on the next show. Yippee. So, also, if you miss us live, maybe you're coming in here late, don't worry. We will have this episode up on the Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel. You can find that link in the description. We will have it up tomorrow. Right, Beau?
Sure.
Yep, we'll have it up live tomorrow. We will see you guys then or next week for episode 5, which is how you got started riding a motorcycle.
Ooh.
Interesting. Oh, wait. Did I read that wrong? Sorry, that's an idea. Shit. How to pick the right
Looks like we're doing it.
Well, no, how to pick the right bike for you. Oh, which one do you think we should do?
I think we should go a little history.
History lesson? All right, guys, next week we're going to be talking how we got started riding.
Yep.
That'll be fun. I'll have to get the cobwebs wiped off the old memory. All right, guys, we're high. We'll see you next episode. Later. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you guys long time. Woo-hoo!
Just gonna let that marinate for a minute.
You did it.